Sometimes we're just too busy hustling day to day that we don't realize we're climbing up the wrong ladder and we're just reaching the wrong place faster. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of LifeSnip. So, people, I've been reading the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I am now on habit 2. And actually, I have a confession to make. Last week's LifeSnip may or may not be a summary of habit number 1. Which is also fine because I'm just sharing what I learned that week, which is being proactive and realizing that you are in control of your own life. So that was last week's LifeSnip. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it after this video. So in today's LifeSnip, I am going to talk about habit number 2. When I was in high school and I was really into fictional narrative writing, I read a quote somewhere where they say, before you even start writing, you have to know the ending of the story. That way, once you start writing, everything you write will build up to that ending that you already planned out. Number 1, of course, you have to begin with the end in mind. A daily example is your GPS. If I want to go from point A to B, I put it in my navigation, starting point, end point, and then I start navigating following the way. Now imagine if you want to go somewhere, but you don't know where. Well, that's the case with life. If you're just there and you don't even have a general idea where you want to be in the future, then you're just gonna go through the motions of every day, like using the GPS without a destination. Sure, you might end up somewhere nice, or you might end up nowhere. Equally important is number 2, you stop to reflect to see where you are. If you don't know where you are in your journey, then you're just as lost as not having a destination. Sometimes we're so busy with our day-to-day activities, we're just hustling, we're just studying hard in our uni, we're working hard in our jobs, working hard on our side hustles as well. For example, like me, I'm just making videos, that I don't even realize the path I'm taking now isn't leading me to where I want to be because I never made the time to stop and reflect, am I actually in the right path? So imagine there's a wall that we want to climb, there's a ladder, and then you're climbing up and you don't notice that this is not even the wall that you want to climb. You want to climb the other wall, but you're so busy with just hustling that you're reaching the top of the wrong wall faster. Lately, I've really taken the time to think about what I want the future of my YouTube channel to be. Which direction am I going? Am I gonna do more travel stuff because that's what I began with? Am I gonna do more life talking, self-improvement stuff like I'm doing now with LifeSnip? Trust me, this took me months. It's not like a one-day thing. I continuously thought about it and I'm still thinking about it. So my goal is to always provide value for my viewers. I want it to be informational. For example, how's life in Germany? How do you find work? The culture here. Number 2, share inspirational content. So like these LifeSnips, I hope they're inspirational. So where I share my experience and hopefully you guys can implement these revelations in your own life. And number 3, entertaining. Also a combination of those 3 would be the best. Now that's my goal for my YouTube channel. So it gives me more of a direction of what kind of content do I want to produce and the kind of audience that I want to reach. But it's not only in my life. This is also why companies have a yearly goal, but they also have a big meeting every 3 months or something every quarter to discuss what they're already doing right, what they still need to improve on so that they're still in line to reach that final goal. So in your own lives, not just generally your life goals, what you want to achieve in life, those big stuff. I'm sure there are also specific aspects where you can have goals and you can also reflect on where you are. Are you in the right path for each of those aspects? And I think when you have a goal, it just gives the journey more meaning. Now, if in the middle of the way you find that you want to change your destination, you found something better, that's totally fine. But make sure that you're kind of intentional in doing that and not just going with the flow and being led somewhere that you completely don't want to be. If you've already decided to pause and reflect, it is also important that you can accept if you're going the wrong way and you have the courage to actually turn and go to the direction you do want to. There is a story. I went spazieren gehen with my friend, like trekking in the nearby forests, because that is what we do in a small village in Germany. We go spazieren. We were gonna go to this one point. We were following like this trekking map. And there's supposed to be a right turn somewhere, but we just walked on and on and on and on. We didn't really check because we were like, we'll see the path. We went like, I don't know, 20 minutes that direction. When we checked again, we were completely off the route. It was like, we didn't turn right. There was no right turn. And then we had to go all the way back because we were too stubborn to look at the map again. And so we kind of wasted time just going in the wrong direction. And then finally we saw, there is a path, but it's like a tiny mini path that didn't look like a path. So it's important to stop and reflect and see where you are, and also defeat your own stubbornness and ego to turn around and find the right way if you're going the wrong way. But lastly, if you don't even know where you're going, I really strongly suggest that you take some time and really think about what do you want to achieve in the future in your life, because I think it just makes it a lot worth it. I talked about the meaning of life a few videos ago over here. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it after this video again. And there I said that the purpose of life is not a big goal ahead, but it's like the things you do in the everyday life when you give love to other people. I agree to that. I am not contradicting that. However, still, I also said that I am a goal-oriented person. I still am, and I still need goals, and it's okay to have goals in life, quite obviously. The meaning of life is in the everyday, but to have the drive to go through life, you need goals. Yesterday night, like midnight, I took out my notebook and just started writing down the things that I want to achieve in the future. A lot of the things are the things I want to do for other people. For example, I want to treat person A and B to travel around because they've been really nice to me. Also, like, I want to be a speaker in a lot of big events. And then I made a list of things I need in order to achieve those. For example, I need a lot of money because I want to treat other people, do something big so that people actually want to hear me speak, practice my speaking skills, or, you know, just things like that. Writing them down and gathering my thoughts. It's very comforting for me to know that I have these things to do. It's like my bucket list. Oh, and one thing I really like, someone said this some time ago and it really left a mark. She said, if your dreams don't scare you, then you're not dreaming big enough. Wow, right? Yeah. So I would urge you to dream, to write down goals. Start with that. And if you do have goals, then take some time to reflect where you are and if you're still in line to reaching those goals. I wish you all a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next video.